Sige mo ka mo. Sige mo. Bakit ka muna mo?
Uy, ako naman.
Ano naman?
Paano nga kasi?
Ang bagsak.
Hirap-hirap kasi ng mga...
Pinag-aaral kita. Bagsak mo naman.
Eh, hirap ng lesson eh. Paano kasi ang lesson? Yung cell, yung parts niya, tsaka yung pinagkakaiba nila ng prokaryotic tsaka eukaryotic cell. Ang dami-dami nun.
Ba't ka kasi nagtatanong sa amin?
Bakit po, Tay?
May alam ako dyan. Seryoso ako.
Sir, pero ka?
Oo. Ito, mapaliwanag ko sa'yo kung ano ang pagkakaiba ng dalawang yon, eukaryotic, prokaryotic. Tapos yung sinasabi mo kanina yung parts.
Opo.
Tapos yung what is cell, di ba?
Opo, Tay.
Sige, papaliwanag ko sa'yo yan. Ganito yan, low tide.
Everything that live are made of cell. Even us, although we can't see them, trillions of cells within our body are worked together to give us the gift of life. The entire human body is made up of cell. The skins are made of cell. Your heart are made of cells. The muscles that operate the body so you can move, this is all made of cell, including the brain itself, which sends electrical signals from one cell to the other so that we can think. All these different kinds of cell work fundamentally designs. When you look inside the cell, you see the same kinds of structures. Cells are all sorted by sizes and shape. They're so small that you need a microscope to see them.
Bacteria are the best known and most studied form of prokaryotic organisms. A recently discovered second group of prokaryotes called archaea also exist. Cells that do have nuclei are classified as eukaryotes. This includes fungus, plant, and animal cells, as well as some
Ano anak, alam mo na yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa?
Opo, Tay. Alam ko na po yung pinagkaiba ng prokaryotic tsaka eukaryotic cell.
Oh, susunod mag-aaral ka naman mabuti ha.
Opo, Tay.
O sige na, pasok ka na, mag-aaral ka na.
O, sige po, Tay. Tay! Tay!
Bakit?
Tay, ano naman to? Ang hirap naman dito. Ito, sa animal tsaka sa plant cell. Parang wala akong naiintindihan.
Alin dito?
Eh, yung sa animal tsaka sa plant cell.
Oh. O nandito naman, nakalagay naman lahat ha.
Eh, oo nga, nakalagay na eh. Eh, di ko alam pinagkakaiba nila eh.
Ah, ganun. Kabukas ba yung wifi?
Hindi ko po alam.
Gusto natin natin sa laptop, baka sakaling
Sige,
maintindihan mo.
Sige, Tay.
Ha? Dali lang.
Sorry, Tay.
Kaya ko natin. Oh.
Plant and animal cells are both eukaryotic cells, so they have several features in common, such as the presence of the cell membrane and cell organelles like the nucleus, mitochondria, and endoplasmic reticulum. Plant and animal cells have several differences and similarities. For example, animal cells do not have a cell wall or chloroplast, but plant cells do. Animal cells are round and irregular in shape while plant cells do. Animal cells are round and irregular in shape while plant cells have fixed rectangular shapes.
Ayan anak. Ayan na, malinaw na sa video. Medyo naiintindihan mo na ba?
Opo, Tay. Konti kahit konti rin.
Yung animal tsaka plant cell, alam mo na kung ano pinagkaiba nila tsaka pinagkapareho.
Opo.
Pati effect nun.
Opo.
Okay. Sige, pag-aralan mo pa ito na mabuti.
A normal cell to a cancer cell. Take 5 minutes to get the picture. More than 60,000 billion cells make up the human body. They are the units that form the tissues which make up our organs, like the liver, heart, and lungs. When the body needs it, our cells split into two and replace those cells that are defective or have come to the end of their lifespan. This makes it possible for our tissues to preserve their shape and their respective functions with the passage of time. Every cell is therefore programmed to multiply and die. This ordered but complex program is controlled by the center of the cell, the nucleus, which contains chromosomes containing many genes made up of DNA. Sometimes, some of these genes undergo a change. The nucleus then sends out abnormal orders and the cell goes wrong. It multiplies uncontrollably and takes on a life of its own. Each new cell produced contains the same defect. The cells proliferate chaotically and form a tumor. This process may be short, but is often long. 10 to 30 years may separate the birth of a first abnormal cell from the appearance of a tumor of about 1 cubic centimeter. The tumor forms many blood vessels in order to survive. These will supply the tumor with oxygen and nutriments, allowing it to live and grow. This is what we call the phenomenon of angiogenesis. The tumor, however, only really becomes dangerous when the cancerous cells begin to invade through the vessels into the adjacent areas and spread to the surrounding organs. These cells can then invade other parts of the body, multiply and produce new tumors. Metastasis is the term used for this spreading process. But why does a cell become cancerous? There are many factors and they can exist to different degrees. Factors have been identified such as hereditary genetic anomalies, exposure to some viruses, HIV, hepatitis B, C and D, papillomavirus, Epstein-Barr virus, exposure to toxic agents, chemical products, radiation, sun, unhealthy behaviors such as the consumption of alcohol and tobacco, or a diet too rich in fat and low in fruit and vegetables. Today, over 25 million people in the world live with cancer. 7 million die from it each year. The disease represents the leading cause of mortality for those under 65. Lung cancer is the most widespread, followed by breast cancer, colorectal, stomach, and prostate cancer. The means to combat cancer do, however, exist. These often complementary treatments are used alone or in combination according to the type of cancer and its status. The goal of the treatments is to make it possible to eliminate the tumor and cure the patient in early-stage cancer, or like a chronic disease, to control its development. There are mainly 3 kinds of treatment. Surgery consists of removing the tumor in part or in its entirety. Radiotherapy exposes the tumor to radioactive rays, which prevent the diseased cells from multiplying and destroys them. Chemotherapy consists of administering systemic medicinal substances to destroy the cancerous cells or prevent them from spreading. Chemotherapy and radiotherapy act on cancerous cells, but also on healthy cells, which explains their side effects. But today, better knowledge of the characteristics of cancerous cells makes it possible to develop therapies that target the cancer development mechanisms more specifically. Sanofi Aventis R&D is already present in all these areas to fight against cancer on all fronts.